Volume warning for this one. Please turn down your audio. I'm gonna be really loud throughout most of this, throughout all of this. Like I'm pretty shouty in this one. I'm very shouty in this one. I hate country music. I hate country music. Country music is fucking ass. It's ass. Literally the worst fucking devil fucking genre. I hate fucking country music. I may not be a Christian. I may not be a Christian no more. I was born and raised Christian. You want to know? You want to know because I was born Christian? That's what, because that's my fucking like I don't know culture. Whatever the fuck it is. I like Christian culture, Christian Texan culture, barbecue, fucking guns, God, Jesus, the devil's evil. And so you want to know what I associate country music with? The fucking Satan. I hate country music. I think it's disgusting, horrific music because they always you know what they do? They're fucking twisted, dark, and backwards. Like you know, they're always singing about fucking God, always singing about all the shit. You got these pandering fucking assholes singing about how country they are, how they ride them trucks, how they do all this stuff. You're not even fucking from Texas. You're probably from like fucking New Orleans, from some suburban ass fucking like place, like bruh. Have you even seen a fucking horse? Have you even put on a fucking boot? Like brother, my brother in Christ, you're singing about Jesus and then talking about fucking girls. You are not like I'm not even kidding you. Today at work, I was listening to the stupid ass radio fucking channel. It was playing non-stop country. It's like hey there, my name is Julie Smith. Something fucking stupid. I don't know. They didn't even sound like that. They didn't even sound like that. They just sounded like normal ass fucking people over the goddamn thing. I hate country music. And you want to know the line that I've heard this motherfucker say on the goddamn radio while he was singing his dumb little motherfucking song? Like, first off, slow and steady like a Bible verse. This was like third verse, and the dumb fucking song. Yeah, that's not. What the fuck does that even mean? Slow and steady like a Bible verse. That doesn't fucking mean anything. Cause you want to know my favorite slow and steady Bible verse? The one where they're just like, yeah, it's okay to own slaves. Yeah, it's okay to own slaves as long as it's not the Israelites. And also, you're allowed to beat the living fucking shit out of them. Like fucking, what is that? What is slow and steady about that? What the fuck are you talking about? So slow and steady like a Bible verse? Like it's so like what type of slow and steady are we fucking talking about here, bruh? What the fuck? Oh my god. Like what are we talking about slow and steady? Like is that just your form of slow and steady? Is that just your form of slow and steady? Like beating the living fucking shit out of people? And even then, you want to know another line? Another line? They said this was in the fucking song, country ass song. I can hardly repeat it. I can hardly fucking repeat this line that I heard. But okay, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time saying this, but spread these lines on your face. You could try to clean them off, but there's something you could try to clean them off, but your hair still splits. Something blah 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 bling bling bling, something that rhymes with face. Clean them off your face, hair should split, something like that. I said it better, or I repeated it better earlier when I first fucking hear it. This song was about a Christian fucking relationship, and they were dropping lines about coming on someone's face. Like, shut the fuck up! I swear to God, I hate country. How the fuck can you try to be wholesome fucking Christian and also talk about fucking like? And I'm not even Christian. I fucking hate Christianity, dude. I don't hate Christianity. That's not true. I have a major displeasant. I have a displeasant disposition towards Christian and typically towards Christian individuals, but most of them are okay. Most of them are good. I just have a really bad I have a really bad history of Christianity, you know, being molested as a little kid by Christians, you know. So it's like, yeah, not very fond of Christian ideology, especially when they have lines about saying like you can beat the shit out of your fucking slaves, and also genocide's okay. There's nothing against that in the Bible. No, straight up, there are lines in the Bible that are just like, yeah, no, we're allowed to have genocide. Genocide's awesome. We love genocide, right? You know, like, what the fuck? Like, bro, like, my brother in Christ, like, I'm sorry, I don't like country. It literally represents everything I hate about the fucking world. Christianity and over-sexualization of people. Like, how are you... Oh, you're so backwards! Stop trying to, like, you... Like, how can you be talking about a fucking wholesome Christian relationship and then go on about and say shit like that? You are so fucking backwards and you don't even understand your own goddamn ideals. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're confusing and I dislike you. Sorry. I had to fucking go off for a little bit. I was pissed the fuck off. And this is why I'm even doing a yap today. I didn't even think I was gonna like do one today because I just wasn't feeling it. Like I don't really want to try to talk forever. I don't really want to try to fucking talk forever. But at the same fucking time, I have things to say. I have things to say. Okay? And I don't have much else to say. I just wanted to fucking say this. I wanted to get the shit off my chest. And speaking of which, stuff to get off my chest. So I said last time I was gonna talk about this guy. I was gonna talk about this guy, this fucking weirdo, fucking cringe ass motherfucking baby who sent me a thing. Okay, oh, these are my DMs. Don't look at my DMs. Sorry, don't look at my DMs. I'll edit that out. Where is it? Some fucking. I didn't delete them because they'd be funny, right? Here. So this person sends me a friend request out of the blue. I say, "Hey, may I ask you hi, may I ask where I may know you from? Seeing how we don't share any common friends or discords, right?" I was like, "Did I bother?" I was like, oh no, you did not. Because I thought he was asking like if he was bothering me. I was like, I'm confused. Did you mean that? Am I bothering you, or did I bother to do something? And it's like, me. I'm very confused now. Confusion. Always the same words. Are you messing with me? No, that would mean I'm happy. Who is this? Please. I'm getting the feeling I know you from somewhere, but I don't want to assume. Nobody. You're concerning me. Are you concerned with yourself? You're really good at this. I don't think so. The results aren't confident in that. Please, I'm sort of not in a healthy mind state right now, and I'm being completely honest. I've been having a genuine schizo. I'm having a genuine schizo episode, and I'm not able to discern reality. So please be straight with me and for a moment and tell me if I know you from somewhere. If not, I'm going to have to ignore you. How old are you? That's not something to ask strangers. Last chance to answer my question before I mute or block you. The answer wouldn't matter. This always ends the same. I told you, I'm nobody. Nobody important. No figure. Just someone who wanted to talk. I wanted to continue the cycle. I'm scared that I may know you, but I'm too scared to fucking ignore you. So please, yes or no, do I know you? And he's like, no. And I'm like, thank you, praising the Lord, because I'm Christian. I'm not Christian. I don't like Christianity. I make jokes about being Christian. I'm sorry. I'm having a manic episode today, right? But like, I'm not Christian, but I'm not gonna deny where I came from. I didn't come from God. I came from a Christian upbringing, okay? That's what I was raised to be. I was raised to be a Christian boy, but I'm not a Christian boy. I am I'm a nothing. I'm a fucking weirdo fucking freak trans girl. I'm a girly now, but who cares? Who the fuck cares? That's not what I am talking about. Okay, and I'm like, thank you. So, okay, what's up? I told you. You didn't listen. You only focus on one aspect. True. Being hocus focus on that beat. Shot like a bullseye arrow, hitting the target thrice, and sliced through the backwood. You're using humor right now. I don't like it. Is this not you trolling me? I mean, you said you don't know me. You're saying something about a cycle. If you need help or someone to speak to, I suspect to. I'm lonely as fuck. I'm lonely as fuck. That was supposed to be as fuck and P crazy. I can use manic friends. Real. Funny. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take everything bluntly. The moment I answer your question, you start acting smug. I'm not being smug. I'm being genuine right now. Every word except for the stuff about bullseyes and hocus pocus thing, and the hocus pocus thing I meant. I'm being very straightforward. And that's not a joke. I'm usually unable to tell when someone's messing with me. So, messing with me, as you could tell earlier and right now, because I can't tell if you are. And now that I discerned you are a person I have yet to meet, That means I can be chill. So be real. What do you want from me? Are you looking for someone to talk to? Do you need a friend? Because I'm very open to friendship. Why do people insist on treating me like shit? No, sorry. Why do people insist on treating me like shit? I do everything I can to meet someone, and all I get is shit. No, I don't want to be your friend. Funny. See how much they do not care. It's more funny than your jokes. And so then I call him. It's like, hey, bro, I'm being genuine. Like, if you want to talk, let's talk. And he wasn't talking at this point. She's like, you know what? If you're not going to talk, fine. I'll sit here, play Terraria, or draw or something. If you want to watch me do that shit and chill the fuck out, I'm cool with that. And then he hung up the call and blocked me. And then he refriended me. And then he unblocked me. So I say, no, he sent me a friend request. I think. I don't know. And so at this point, I'm finding this guy pretty fucking interesting. It's like, hey, because he hasn't said anything weird yet. He's just being weird in like kind of like a way that I think is alluring. And he's like, "Hi, you're interesting. I think you're cool. I'm being genuine. I'm basically always around except for whenever I'm asleep or at work. So like just message me whenever, and I will probably reply. Right? That's just me being like, hey, this guy's cool. I kind of so far he hasn't said anything too bad. So I'm just gonna keep messaging him and see if like they'll just like I don't know fucking talk to me more, right? It's like, no, why do you talk like you're doing me a favor? It's like, I'm not. I'm desperate. No, you pretend not to be, which is bad grammar. Pretend not to be what? Desperate. Are they real? My emotions? Probably. The people you talk to, are they real? Yeah. Then why do you join the servers if you are not alone? I feel lonely. I search for people who understand me. I basically never do, though. Find people, I mean, not understand me. It's like, it might be because um... Oh, it's probably because you integrate meme humor, smug meme humor into everything and openly mock someone with similar problems. I don't do that at all. I simply thought it was a joke and you were trying to upset me. So I replied in a way that I thought would match the conversation we were having. I thought we were having. What do you think you're having? A conversation with someone who friended me out of the blue? I don't mean that disrespectful, by the way. Are you going to answer my question on how old you are? I'm an adult. I don't know how safe it is to give out exact info though. Stranger danger and all. He's like, don't be stupid. I'm trying not to be. It's like, I'm trying not to be. Yeah. It's like, you are. To think it's anything more than a question. I know, but it can lead to more. There's not that much you can parse from the confirmation of age, but in the end of all of that matters is whether or not the person's a minor or not. Because if it's a minor, don't say things you want to say to a minor. But if they're adult, you can pretty much say whatever you want to them. They just may not like what you're saying to them. And that's how I see it. And that's how I see it, at least. So what do you think I am? A person? Do you think I'm a minor? Are you a minor? No. Okay, well that makes this conversation easier then. Does it? I mean, yeah. I watch what I say around kids. I have to make sure things don't get too parasocial or weird. Like, or just parasocial, not too. Because any amount of parasocial is bad in my book. Like, kids have developing minds and need to be reminded that not every person on the internet is their friend, and certain conversations shouldn't be held with strangers. Yeah, why don't they understand you? I can't tell you how many times a kid messaged me about things I should have no business ever knowing about. Your numbers, a lot, but you say they don't understand? Kids? Well, they're kids. Why shouldn't they shouldn't be able to? They shouldn't have to relate and understand adults, because I still think we're talking about minors in this situation. Stop talking about kids. I never mentioned kids. You brought it up randomly. You're annoying me. Minors are kids, because like he was talking. He asked me he was asking about age, right? He was the one who brought up fucking all this shit in the first place, so he's being irrational at this point, in my opinion. Minors are kids. You friended me. You friended me, not the other way around. I'm just assuming you wanted to message me, even if you don't think that I'm assuming you wanted to message me, and even if you don't think there was, people do things for a reason. You're doing this for a reason, whether you want to deny it or not. So frankly, if I'm annoying you, it's your own damn fault. Yeah, and then he's like a trans person playing victim. How unexpected. I asked you why they don't understand you. I asked them why they don't understand you. So why don't they? You were not listening. You are trying to keep up an obnoxious persona that isn't working on me. What does me being trans have to do with any of this? See? Trailing off. You don't listen. I don't know what you mean by numbers. You have to explain in a less cryptic manner. No, you're doing your thing, I do mine. You want to be an obnoxious, sarcastic asshole? Oh, my Discord got cut off, I think. I don't know what just happened. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, you want to be an obnoxious, sarcastic asshole who can't answer simple questions. You want to make everything about yourself. You talk, or we are done. I'm asking you simple things you want to avoid, so fuck off with your fake face and answer what I'm asking. I just don't know I just don't know how to answer your question. I don't know what it means. You're not lonely, and you're not alone. So I asked someone who holds the title that you can't value. Why do you feel that no one understands you if you do not suffer loneliness? You have people, many numbers, many friendless. It's a fucking moron talking to me, caveman. Oh, you have many friendless, and you know you do. I do suffer from loneliness, though. I often feel isolated and misunderstood. Like even if I know someone for a while, and when I can tell them everything about them, and they can't even name off the simplest thing about me. That's what I mean by I'm lonely. I have people, but none of them feel like my people. Just a person I talk to, not someone who actually wants to care about me. Does that answer it? Enough. Enough, like, stop talking, or enough, like, that answer said enough. It's like, answered enough. Nice. Can I ask you a question now? You can. Is there a reason you friended me, or is it just completely random? See? You don't listen. There's no point to replying further if you don't listen. Sorry, let me rephrase. What reason did you... Fine, let me rephrase. What reason did you have? Were you simply bored, or is there something else? You think I'm fucking bored? That I'm fucking bored? And then he starts like, oh shit. Then he starts like fucking getting angry. I don't even know why. I don't know. That's why I asked. I was like, what reason? I gave you a reason! Ungrateful fucks, all of you scum! To meet someone? You don't even bother adding. Oh yeah, then he blocked me. And then he blocked me, because, right here didn't go through. And then he unblocked me, and I just decided, well, I'm not gonna fucking continue this conversation. Like, he's just being weird. I'm gonna wait for him to respond first, because I already know he's gonna respond, and he's gonna come back really angry, calling me a hypocrite. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, you don't even bother adding me. How useless are you to live a life with no fucking effort, complaining about not having enough people? Fuck out of here, useless fake fucks. You know nothing about being alone. You're strange. And then he says, fucking faggots, thinking you suffer the most. You're all fucking, I'm not gonna say that word, hypocrites. I'll say faggots, because I'm a faggot, right? I'm a gay person, I'm a trans person. I'll say that shit for real, on God. But I won't say the R word, because I'm a very high-functioning individual. I have schizophrenia, I have autism, but I'm not mentally that word. Like, because I am very high-functioning. Right. Like, very interestingly strange. Like, I'm just ignoring him at this point, just going on with my own thing. I assumed you friended me back to say something about me lying, which more or less you just did. Like I said, message me whenever you want. I'll probably reply. I need to go to sleep now, because I got work in the morning. I'm lying. I don't need to sleep. I have a whole hour. I was just bored, and I wanted to watch anime. Oops, I don't want that shining through. Why are you so nonchalant? For someone who's suffering for someone who is alone, suffering, like, here you are, masking, being another smug bitch, controlling my emotions. You're going to die alone, and I'm going to be fucking happy for it. I could freak out about it, but I got to work for a living, so I can't. I'd like to actually like I'd actually die if I didn't. Okay, sorry. I could freak out about it, but I gotta work for a living. Like, I'd actually die if I didn't. By didn't, I mean masking. If I didn't mask, I would die of starvation or being on the streets. Like, this is what I mean by high functioning. Like, I have autism, I have schizophrenia, I have all these things that grow a whole grocery list of things, quote unquote, wrong with me, right? Things that people seem as different, neurodivergency, blah, 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 blah. But despite that, I still have my job, I still do my stuff, I still draw, I still play games, I still do things whenever I want to do things, I still am able to be smart whenever I want to be smart, I'm able to convey my thoughts properly. I get manic, I get crazy, yes, but I don't attack people anymore. I used to attack people whenever I was in high school, and people would attack me first, but that's because I would lose my shit whenever they would attack me, and then but now I'm a very high-functioning individual. I mask, I work, but I'm not a freaking R-word. I'm not an R-word. I'm not mentally R. I'm not saying I'm an R-word because it's like, as an insult. I'm saying literally, I am not that by political by terms used by doctors and psychiatrists. I am not that. So that's why I don't say the word. Yeah, but I'd actually die if I didn't. It's like, you should. I think you know it. I'm not going to do it on purpose because, like, he's telling me to kill myself. I'm not going to kill myself on purpose, dog. I've already been through all that shit. I've already tried to kill myself a million trillion fucking times, but I'm done doing all that. Like, the whole reason why I masked and got to the point where I was high functioning so I wouldn't get to the point where I'd kill myself again. So yeah, like, no, I'm not killing myself, dog. The whole reason why I suffer through all this emotional baggage and do the things that I do is because me fucking personally, I don't want to die. Duh! That's why I'm okay with suffering through all my fucking afflictions. And I say afflictions, but they're more like things I was born with, like things I was prone to. They could be read as inflictions, as like if I was just had a better upbringing and I wasn't, the type of person who got molested when they were younger, I probably would have came out with less serious symptoms of schizophrenia and other stuff like that, and PTSD and other that, and yada 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 yada, and like anxiety disorders. In that case, it could be considered inflictions, but I am naturally already more prone to those things, so it's just also the way I am wired. Frazzled wires. My wires are frazzled. That is why I call myself frazzled wires, because that's how I'm wired. Frazzled wires. That's me. That's me. That's literally me. That is so me. So that's why I call myself frazzled wires, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna do it on purpose. The whole point of controlling my emotions is because I don't want to die. Not even slightly. Then why do you be so... Then why be so useless to other people? That's not how life is... That's not what life is about. We still go about and do things. There doesn't need to really be a purpose towards other people. I want to be like that to people, to be something important to them, but I'm not gonna lie to myself and pretend I like somebody. It's like, you want to be liked without putting in effort, and that's not what I said. You already pretend with everything. Like, the only reason why I haven't blocked you or anything is that I find this fun. Not in a sick, twisted way where I'm seeing, where I like seeing you react. Just like picking at I just like picking at people, understanding them. I'm not your amusement. I know. If I blocked you, you wouldn't feel anything. Sadly, you're correct. I don't feel a lot of things, because right now, I mentioned beforehand going through a schizophrenic episode, and sometimes when I go through schizophrenia, I'm either manic, super depressed, or completely emotionally numb. There's no like feeling normal with schizophrenic. And in this moment, I was experiencing emotional numbness, and whenever I'm schizophrenic and experiencing that, I enter the mind frame that that's how I always am, because I'm entering a dissociative delusional state into which then I think I've always been emotionless, because I can't discern reality to past experiences where I've shown anger, where I've shown happiness, where I've shown sadness. The nights where I cry myself to sleep. To me, those just fade away and they don't mean anything, and I forget about them because I'm in a dissociative, emotionless state in which I think, in which I am in my own world and think, yeah, totally, I'm totally an emotionless, flat, nonchalant bitch, and I just, that's how I always was, and everybody knows me as that as well, right? Because schizo, like, I'm not gonna, in this moment, that's how I actually think I am. Like, so I say that's why I say I don't feel a lot of things whenever that's not true. Because in that moment, I thought that was true. Your fault. Maybe. Nobody else's. Probably. You're... Oh, shit. You're the one who openly said that you don't like people, yet you want them to like you. Funny. Not what I said. Not even close to what I said. The only reason why I haven't blocked you. No. The only reason why I haven't blocked you. Oh no! I'm at your mercy. I feel so scared. I surely must bow down to the faggot with no friends, who acts like a cocky asshole while wanting everyone to cater to them. Fuck off. Now you're done. When things don't go your way, fine. Blocking. I don't need you. And at this point, I'm messaging one of my friends, and me and him are like just laughing at this shit, and he unblocked me, so I hurry up and I friend him. And okay, this is funny. He had a meme video that I thought was funny, and I sent it to him because we found it, right? His YouTube, not linked to his Discord, by the way, but we found it anyways, right? Because we dug. We dug, he dug. I don't know how to do that shit. He knows how to do that shit. But out of fear, give it a moment. Out of his own personal fear, he began deleting his entire channel, right? Because he was trying to get into my head and dox me this entire time. And context will be filled in soon, because I'm going into this with no context and not explaining context, but I'm gonna go back and re-explain everything, right? But, like, just keep in mind, like, the reason why he started deleting everything, because he was trying to dox me, but because I was with a friend who genuinely knew how to dox people, and he wasn't doxing them, by the way, he was just, he had a history of doing it in the past, right? I'm not telling you who it is, obviously, but he started digging into their shit now, and, that caused it to, maybe I shouldn't say he, I don't know if that actually represents them anymore. But it's confusing. Who cares? But yeah, like, so I sent him a video. I thought it was funny. Yeah. You want to troll me? Funny. You searched my Discord name. And then he started a call. And I've been giving him, like, an edgy, deep voice this entire time. And then he says to me, you fucked up. He's like, you fucked up. And he sounded like that where he said it. It was so funny. And then he sends me my YouTube video in retaliation. And you know what's crazy? It took him 10 whole minutes to do that. From whenever he called me, right here, to whenever he sent me that video. And it only took my friend a couple of seconds to find his YouTube channel. Right? And it took him 10 fucking minutes to find mine. You wanna know something crazy about that? It's right there. Plain as day. There's my fucking YouTube channel. You click on it, boom. And it took him 10 minutes to find my YouTube channel. Which is crazy. So yeah, he's like, and then he sends me my videos. Like, my YouTube is linked to my Discord. It's like, what did you think to hope to gain by showing me my video? Also, I know you got mental issues. Like, what's up? Like, what are you diagnosed with? Because I started calling him out now. But I'll explain the context of why he started getting scared in a bit. What did you hope to gain by showing my video? I don't know. I thought it was funny. You thought it was funny? Yes. It was a funny video. I think the fact that nobody will understand you is funny. Lol. Schizo. What did you hope to gain from showing me my video? Are you diagnosed with something? Yeah, lol. It's like seeming mentally unwell. You seem mentally unwell, lol. It's like I already told him that I'm schizo. It's like schizophrenia. I told you that. It's like mentally unwell. Yeah, I am. Don't have real friends. Streams to nobody. Lol, lol. And I'm like, real. Uh-huh, so real, for real, for real. I got no fans. We're so hip with the meme humor, right? It's fun, so I do it anyways, though. That's what I'm talking about. I said that towards the streaming thing. And because, like, yeah. It's like, on God, for real, no cap. Faggot. It's like, I am. It's like, I am hip with the meme humor. But yeah. Sorry, I meant person, not faggot, with mental disorders. What a shocker. Because he's trying to, because he's trying now to, like, make fun of me because it's like, oh, gay person, a trans person with mental health issues, oh, shocker. Like, he's trying to play into that. And has no real friends. You have no real friends. The smiley face, silly troll. Thought finding my channel would scare me or something. I found more from you. I found more from you. No, it was just a funny video. That's funny, I feel, that I got more on you. You thought you could mess with me? What do you have on me? And be all smug and non-bothered. But at least you have some friends. But at least I have some friends. A group. And sometimes they can help out. So thank you. I told you you messed up. And the way he said it's like, you messed up. He didn't do the laugh. But he said, you messed up, in his dumb little voice. I told you you messed up. And that's the heart sound I'm giving. So, you're saying you got friends over me? Or that you have, like, info on me? I'm saying you messed up right now. Just now. How so? I mean, you friended me first. Yeah. If you're actually mad about this, then it's your fault you're mad. You're seeking it out. Mm-hmm. I just find you interesting. We find you more interesting. Thank you for sharing things, right? Like this fucking idiot. He doesn't know anything about me, because if he actually knew anything about me, then I'm not gonna mention anything at this point about my past. But if he actually even did the slightest of digging, he would know way more about me, right? And I'm not gonna get into it right now. But it's just like, you're done, bud. And he, like, by the way, this is fucked up. This is fucked up, right here. Say in the 764, this is a collective, or organized in mid Texas, Midwest Texas, right? Where basically they're a group that preys on young women between the ages of 8 and 17. Or something even younger than 8. And their whole ordeal is that they target young children they target children with the hopes of getting into their brains and making them do stupid stuff, sending them videos like pornography and stuff like that. Basically, this person just outed themselves for being a child predator, basically. And this is fucked up, right? Don't ever joke about shit like this. Don't ever even like insinuate you're a part of groups like this, because this is disgusting and vile. But yeah, whatever. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit, and now that we have the context that this entire time he's been trying to dox me, okay, I know where this guy is from. I remembered. I was hopping around Discords looking for people to talk to, and I joined a bunch of groups that said NEET on them. But one of the NEETs group was actually just an incel group, but they confused the word NEET with incel, because, like, there's a difference between a NEET and an incel. A NEET is somebody who doesn't have a job, who isn't in education, and isn't in training, right? No education, no job, no, whatever. They don't have a job. They're not in education, nor are they being trained for anything. They're in need, right? They're not in school or anything. I already just repeated like 15 million times. You get it, right? But some people also associate with the word NEET as like basically like as a social outcast for society, right? Like me. Like I have a job, but whenever I'm not on my job, I'm always in my house. I don't ever go unless I need to go get food, right? I'm a complete shut-in. and I'm a complete shut-in whenever I'm not, you know, whenever I'm not, fucking like getting food or going to work, right? So I, personally, I feel a bit like a NEET sometimes, especially since for a while back home in Texas, I was genuinely a NEET. So that's all I did. I didn't do anything. I just sat on my computer and drew constantly, right? So I joined an incel server on accident under the guise that it was actually a NEET server. It's just a place full of a bunch of like fucking womanless, fucking touchless, fucking racist fuckers. Like they said the N word, thought it was funny, those type of people, and basically just vile people who are sad and miserable. And so I talked to him for like briefly, and like a BC, he was being a weirdo fucking incel. I called him out, called him an incel. He probably didn't like that, and eventually messaged me after he thought I forgot him. So okay, so this entire time, I'm not gonna go too far off, but I sent him his YouTube channel. Again, I'm not the one who found it. It was my friend who found it, right? So he sent me that, and so I sent him that, and at this point he's freaking out a little bit because this is the tactics that these are tactics that fucking doxers use. They find the most basic info, and after they find stuff like, oh, like a YouTube channel, they then start looking into into the names that show up in their in their videos, like who's the common people, what's this. They try to look for aliases on their Steam, yada yada, things they say in chat, real names, like, and then they start branching out, slowly finding more and more things about people through new branches, right? And that's how doxing works. They start first with YouTube, and through information and like video, they can start finding more and more and more and more until they basically know everything fucking about you, right? Like, because it leads you to friends, and then they befriend your friends, and which then their friends vicariously talk about you and give information that maybe is not all too telling, but can lead to like a new like social media you own, like just more and more until eventually like this stranger knows everything about you, right? And he was trying to start that with me. He was trying to get me to like give him information. That's why he asked me my age initially. On top of asking my age, he wanted to figure out if I was a minor so he could prey on me. Right. And so I sent him his channel, and that freaked him out. So he called me and said, "You fucked up," right? And he sent me my YouTube video. I was thinking that would scare me. I was just like, okay. You do realize it's like linked to my Discord, right? And I don't, whatever, like, okay. It's a fucking diary that I talk about on the internet. The whole point of that is to get my thoughts out to the internet. Like, dude, you're not scaring me. My YouTube is linked to my Discord, and I tell him that because at this point we're aware of what he's trying, kind of aware that he's trying to scare me, right? I say we because at this point I'm talking to. I'll bleep that. I'm talking to my friend, right? And also I'll have to leave the stream afterwards now. That sucks, but whatever. But yeah, I bleeped the fuck out of that, and I guess this whole thing, having like my friends and shit, I also have to censor that DM for earlier, but like, I could just censor all of this. I could just censor this whole sidebar. I don't even have to do anything like that. But yeah. But, shit. Fuck. You know what? Maybe I should stop the stream. I'm gonna end the stream and like delete it real quick just so we don't have this information out there, because now I'm realizing that I'm kind of doxing myself right now. So yeah, but we'll get into it in just a moment. But basically, yeah, I was trying to scare him because I was saying things that sounded like I was doxing him. Like, hard. He thought I was in his fucking, like, malware. He thought I was in his computer, in his brain. And especially since I started calling him out for having mental disorders, right? So, okay, so you linked my Discord, my Discord. What did you hope to gain by showing my videos? And I was like, also, I know you have mental issues. This is a guess. I'm guessing he has mental issues because he's very clearly mentally unwell, right? He's unhinged, right? It's like, what's up? What are you diagnosed with? So I call him out for being mentally unstable, having almost certainly being diagnosed with something. It's like, I don't know, I just thought it was funny in the video, right? And at this point, he starts saying like, you fucked up. I know so much about you. I have shit on you. And so it's like, what are you saying you have on me? You don't have anything on me. He hasn't given me any fucking proof that he knows anything beyond me besides what is already public information, you know? And it's like, he doesn't know shit about me. He's a fucking wannabe, right? Like, I'm a fucking moron. I could do what he was attempting to do if I fucking wanted to. Like, I know the processes of doxing. I just wouldn't fucking do it because I'm not a loser. I'm a fucking idiot. Why the fuck would I want to do that shit? I'm not a crazy fucking maniac who would go out there and want to actually ruin people's livelihood. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm weird. I'm mentally unwell. I am all these fucking things, but I'm not fucking weird in the crazy fucking psycho way. Like, I like saying I'm weird in the based way. I'm not a fucking creep, okay? I am just a fucking weirdo. There's nothing wrong with that, though. There's nothing wrong with who I am. And I'm not gonna pretend as if, like, there's something wrong with being kind of weird, right? Like, yeah, I'm a fucking tranny. Who gives a shit? Dude, just, then you have these people fucking targeting people like me. Then they're trying to, like, mix it up, saying, oh, we deserve this, we're weird, they target us because they think we're lesser people. Yet, they're going around being disgusting, vile humans, and making their whole purpose hurting people. They're weird, but they're not weird like me, right? I know there people do things for a reason. I know there's a reason behind everything and why people act the way they act. Like, for instance, like, let's say somebody is making art that is distasteful. You don't like it, it's showing suicidal thing, right? But, like, why are they making that art? Is it an outlet? Right? Like, like, they want attention. Like, why are they looking for attention? Are they lonely? Are they sad? Like, what's stressing them out? You know? Like, and then it goes even deeper. Like, they're clearly stressed out. They clearly anxious. They're looking for attention, some form or manner, whether that's positive or negative. And it's like, what's causing them to do this? Like, why are they so desperate, right? And like, is it due to just sort of kind of feeling like they're a loser? Is it due to just base fucking just like sadness, temporary depression, or they have something more serious like schizophrenia or like chronic depression, or are they borderline? Do they have fucking bipolar disorder, right? Like, what's up with them? Like, why are they doing that? Like, what's causing them, and what even caused that in the first place? Because, oh, sure, people are born with that stuff. People are born more prone to it, but not everybody who has bipolar disorder is born with bipolar disorder, or is even prone to it initially. But still, it can be triggered despite that fact through a upbringing that is considered abnormal or unhealthy. So why, like, now you have to ask yourself the question, is this person like naturally bipolar, more prone to bipolar disorder, or did they get it through trauma? Like you can't just look at something on the surface and think like, oh, this person's distasteful, this person's a weirdo, this person's gross. No, because they're probably not. They're probably just kind of hurting, you know? And now you're going at them, fucking telling like, your art sucks, you're being gross, oh, you're a disgusting human being for having art and expressing yourself and trying to find a fucking outlet. That's just gonna make them feel even worse. Because there is no fucking way they're making suicidal art, showing suicidal tendencies in their art for no fucking reason. Even if they're just trying to be edgy and take the piss out of it. Like, still, like, there is a reason why everybody does fucking everything. And it's just like, it's crazy that we have other people who, the whole point of the human race is that we initially evolved to work together. Our brains had like some sort of mutation or whatever the fuck, our jaw lines or whatever, like something biology back in the day, mutation that allowed our brains to grow bigger, like, and we grew the capacity to understand each other on a what's the word? On a self-aware level. Because animals aren't self-aware, but we are. Like, and it's crazy to me that other people are completely incapable of looking even slightly below base fucking, like, patterns. Because that's what we, like, that, like, look. If I could do that, you can do that shit too. Just take the time to think about it. We're not animals anymore. Like, please. It's so frustrating and infuriating that people want to label other people with like all these things, and they want to just be so fucking mean to them and hateful to the point where they make groups specifically for the process of praying and of trying to get them to kill themselves. It makes no sense to me. Like, why didn't we evolve to want to help people? Didn't we evolve to like want to protect ourselves and those around us to create even a more protective bubble? Like, community is why we didn't go extinct in the first place. Humans have almost gone extinct several times. Like, right, like during the Ice Age, we almost went extinct. During the bubonic plague, 1/3 of the fucking human population, I think, died. Or it was like something like in like 1/3 of a country almost died, something like that. But there were at least two scenarios in which we could have all died out. And the reason why we didn't all die out in the Ice Age is because fucking people worked together. They killed things together. They ate together. They traveled the world together, right? And by the end of it, when it comes to bubonic plague, yeah, sure, they fucking overpopulation, packed cities, rat, all this stuff. But eventually, they came to they grew immunities towards it. I believe the bubonic plague is where the vaccine comes from, right? Is it? I don't know. I need to Google this. I need to fucking fact check myself. What disease inspired the vaccine? Smallpox. No, I was wrong. It was smallpox. No. But even then, the whole point of the person making the smallpox the vaccine in the first place was to help people. And the fucking bubonic plague doctors, all these people, the only reason why we went through everything in our fucking life and even survived all this shit and even got past the Black Death is because people wanted people to stop dying because they didn't want to die. Everyone was scared for themselves and their people around them. Right? And now everyone's fearing for their fucking lives again. Because there's genocide, there's war. Like, yeah, sure, that's always happened due to another base human instinct of drawing patterns and creating fucking, I guess, like separate groups for the sole purpose of like, there's too many people and there's not enough food to go around, and now we're supposed to get angry at the person who's eating the most food and not sharing. That's another human instinct that a base human thing that we came up to survive with, that we can fucking ignore. We just don't ignore. And now we have people fucking dying in countries at mass because they just hate them for no reason other besides of what their name is. But I think about a year ago or something recently, it was recent, right? But 10 million people fucking died in Yugoslav, whatever the fuck that country name is, the flag, country, whatever the hell it's called. 10 million people fucking died in a very violent fucking, like, whatever the fuck. And, like, I just don't understand, like, all this shit. And you got, like, America. Like, the reason why America's fucking collapsing because we're spending trillions of dollars on weapons we can't even fucking use, right? On drones we can't use because they're too expensive to use. On all this shit, when we could easily distribute that fucking trillions of dollars back into the people, and then we wouldn't be fucking, dying anymore and starving on the streets. Like, it's not that fucking hard to help people. They're just pretending that it's not like that because they want to keep the money from their fucking selves for whatever reason. But that's not what we're talking about. Like, why are we so focused on death and destruction that we're so focused on protecting ourselves in death and destruction, like on such a wide scale, that we're just letting people die anyways? Everyone's dying. And whilst we're trying to, like, make weapons to kill other people so other people don't die, but yeah, at the same time, you turn around and your own people that you're quote-unquote trying to protect, they're just falling over because you don't help them. You're making things out of metal and fucking rock and fucking gunpowder and, like, nukes and shit. You're building more nukes. We can't eat that shit. We're, like, there's so many people on the street. There's so many people that are going homeless. Homelessness is going up. Like, the fucking... It's so much, man. Why are we focusing so much on trying to hurt people these days? That for our own fucking ideologies that thinking that we're doing so well, but it's clearly not correct. Since, like, whilst putting your ideologies in practice, you're also hurting yourself in the process. Like, why can't we see that these old things that tethered us while we were cavemen hurt us these days? They don't help us anymore. We evolved past that point. We don't even need to fucking have sex anymore. We can clone people. We could genetically modify children before they even come out of the womb. Right? We don't even need to do that stuff anymore. The base thing that causes us to, survive in the first place. Our fucking dopamine receptors. Like, that's the whole fucking thing. Like, our dopamine causes us to eat. Dopamine causes us to drink. It gives us reward. Dopamine causes, you get a fucking massive dopamine release whenever you have sex, right? All this shit, right? And nowadays, we're overusing our dopamine receptors by eating too much, and like fucking masturbation, porn, yada yada, blah blah blah. That's besides the point. That's for a different conversation. But you see, like, we don't need that stuff anymore for dopamine releases, because, like, I have so much fulfillment just by talking to people. I get so much fulfillment from just making a fucking burrito, dude. I get so much fulfillment from playing my video games, from drawing, and doing all this stuff. It feels important to me, right? And I have not had a lick of fucking pussy in my entire fucking life, because I don't want to. I don't need to. I don't ever want to have children, right? We're overpopulated as it is, and the government's trying to make it a whole fucking deal, like bottleneck. Everyone's dying. Oh no, we're gonna have to be supporting elderly while the fucking children below us are even, like, people are just not making more children, and society's gonna collapse because nobody's having sex anymore. Like, that's just fucking fear-mongering. They're just trying to fucking shove us back, because they're starting to realize the youth know better now. Because it's the proof is in the fucking numbers. Less people having sex, more queer people, more youths being angry about the thing, more people being okay with violence with CEOs and the people who are actually hurting people. Like, yes, I'm a hypocrite. I'm glad that I'm happy that CEO died, right? I'm glad he was shot. I'm happy that Luigi did that. I'm a fucking dumb fucking hypocrite that was happy that dude died because he was a greedy bastard who was hurting people. Right? There wasn't enough food to go around, and we need to get mad at somebody, so we have to get rid of the fucker who's eating all the food and not fucking sharing, right? And I guess that's sort of kind of going back to caveman mentality. I'm being a hypocrite, yes, but I feel like, at the very least, this is like a slightly more rational, maybe? Probably. Maybe I'm just trying to look for excuses for myself at the end of the day. I don't fucking know. I don't even know. Like, I'm just spewing what is in my brain. And what has been weighing on me for so fucking long. The things that have made me suicidal in the first place. All these thoughts, all these angers, all this shit that is just causing me non-stop just to spiral and go mad. Because how am I not supposed to go mad when the whole world is fucking insane, repeating the same things over and over again? Like, how am I supposed to be okay and mentally well? How am I supposed to just be normal? And how am I supposed to want to leave my room when the world's so scary and there's just people out here who want to target, people out there who just want to target, find, and attack me for being who I am. It doesn't make me want to interact with people. It makes me want to be scared of them. And the only time I actually do make friends is when I'm forced to interact. Like, I go to work. I like all my work friend people, because they don't hate me for who I am. They respect who I am, and that makes me want to like them, right? Like, I don't know. I just wish people, and the thing is, so none of the people at my work even, like, fully agree with me. Like, one of my friends, like, they don't have the same even close political beliefs that I do. Like, we're pretty opposite on the spectrum, but we never yell at each other. We're still friends. We still like each other. He thinks I'm funny. I think he's funny. Like, we have no ill will. Like, I'm trans. He's very straight. Well, straight-ish. He's as straight as you can be today, right? he like me and him could be nothing similar, but we are still really good friends. We still like each other, right? We work together smoothly, and we make jokes and we talk constantly about our opposing views, but we're never angry at each other because we're rational, kind human beings who like fucking talking about their own interests without getting angry, because I don't know, because that's just how people should be. He's one of those people who are more like me, who actually know how to fucking look past their stupid caveman shit and just be a normal modern human. It's like, we're so different. Yeah, we're so alike. Like, why can't people just understand that? And it's so fucking crazy and enriching. Like because of these people, I've slowly been able to like accept these parts of the world. Not the angry, insane parts. I'm never gonna accept those. But the parts that are just things I don't necessarily agree with. You know, because I don't agree with him at all with a lot of the things he talks about. But we can reach a consensus and understand that there is middle ground to be found. Why can't we just do that? People say it's too complicated. People say, oh, yeah. But the reason why it's too complicated is because fuckers up there, the corrupt assholes, who like to stew the pot to keep themselves in power, to keep people scared, fear-mongering, saying, hey guys, have sex, have sex. Continue frying your fucking brain. Watch pornography. Go find the woman. Be a fucking trad wife, misogynistic tendencies. Let's go back to the 1980s, right? Whenever everyone was just hateful and spiteful for no fucking reason, you know? Because then we could easily say whatever. We could easily put anything we wanted in effect, you know? And now it's harder. And which even then, it's not much harder. They could easily take whatever the fuck they want out. Like, and that has been so obvious with this current run of the current president. And with him, like, super, super, super fucking easily removing all my fucking rights, dog. This is not about politics, though. Let's not go too far down that rabbit hole. But it's like, it's because of people like that stirring the fucking caveman, the residual fucking lizard brain that we still have, the chemicals that make us freak the fuck out, knowing the base of what's supposed to keep them on top, like, and just like playing and taking advantage of basically the entire fucking world. Because they don't have empathy. They're not fucking like normal. I can't say that. They're not fucking like, they don't care about humans. They don't care about humanity. They don't care about any of us. All they care about is themselves. And it's just, and they're happy. They're happy when they see violence because, like, not even the fact that they care about trans shit. They care about this and that. Because if you want, one thing that's crazy, and yeah, I'm gonna go political then. Again, Trump used to be a trans activist, if you didn't know that. Yeah, something that nobody ever talks about, something my dad would never talk about Trump being a trans activist. And even very recently, during while his administration was trying to get him into office, Trump mentioned Trump during the fucking whole it's weird to be queerphobic type stuff. Trump was saying stuff about, like, because there's a trans woman that lived in his tower. He's like, I don't care what bathroom she uses as long as it's within my towers. You know? That is a line that he actually stated. I was like, oh, wow. And that kind of fucking almost, that didn't sway me to his side. I was never going to vote for anybody. I only voted for a president because my friend wanted me to vote for somebody. I was like, okay, fine, I'll vote for someone. Whatever, bitch. You know, so I voted anyways, even though I know no matter what I fucking do, it's not gonna matter. I'm a fucking peon. I don't mean anything in this fucking world. But that's not gonna stop me from doing it anyways. Even though I know for a fucking fact none of these people are gonna ever let me do anything in this world. Like, all my fulfillment, I have to pull myself. I have to continue drawing. I have to continue trying to grow myself in other meaningful ways that are personal to me. And maybe even the people around me. Because right now I'm helping somebody get a job. I'm helping somebody get out of their family situation so they can also do what I do and transition, right? Right? I'm not going to go into who. Right? But, like, that's meaningful to me. I like that. That's stuff they like. But I'm going off of whatever. It's like, They don't give a shit. They'll say whatever they think will put them in the lights of the people and get them back into power. Trump will be a trans activist if it helps him. Trump will hate trans people and remove their legislation and their rights if he has to be. He doesn't actually have an opinion on this stuff. He's just tricking people into thinking he has an opinion on it, so they'll want to support him. But these people don't have any opinions. They just want to be comfortable and like have scapegoats, you know? And like, again, like you got people targeting people like me saying, "Oh, you're disgusting, you're weird, you're trying to prey on women by wanting to be a woman yourself, by going into their bathrooms, and you're a disgusting fucking PDF file," saying that to me. I'm just like, no, I'm not. And then at the same time, like these are the type of people who would ignore, who are trying to say the same thing towards me, and yet they'll talk about groups like this that specifically are preying on children. And on top of that, Trump is a convicted fucking rapist, and he's trying to call people like me disgusting fucking women, like disgusting people who are trying to prey on women when he is a convicted rapist. Like the whole thing that they're trying to do, they're trying to find groups, put them down, split them off from each other, and make them look bad, like they're the actual PDF files, you know? Whenever they're not. It's them. They're projecting on a scapegoat so they don't look like that, even though they are 110% are. And then you have innocent people like fucking me who haven't done a single damn thing wrong. Or, okay, that's not true. I've done things wrong in my life. I've done a lot of things wrong in my life. I nearly killed a person, okay? I'm not gonna pretend I haven't. But in the guise of fucking like that shit, I haven't done a single fucking thing towards being an abusive fucking. I nearly killed a person. I can't say I was never abusive. Does that kind of abuse? That's more of assault. But yeah, I have never once ever attempted to abuse someone. I have never once had the urge to fucking, be a sex offender. I have never once had a inkling or thought about like any of that shit. And yet they're gonna turn around saying, "Yo, you're all those things that I am." So you can say, so I could just pretend as if I'm not. So I can feel better about myself and say, "Oh yeah, it's actually these people. I'm okay." Like you're not okay, bro. You're disgusting, and I have a very hard time not despising you, because because of you. Because of people like you, I have to fucking fend off other people who are trying to attack me, either because they think I'm you, or because people who are like you are trying to just prey on me. Like, they say I'm disgusting. People all the time say that trans people are gross, they're ugly, or whatever, and yet they'll turn around and they'll fucking flirt with me all the time. They'll like call me, like one person say, "Hey, so one person figured out I was trans, like, so would you say that you're kind of like androgynous right now?" It's like, yeah, I would say I was kind of androgynous, like, so like, I'm kind of interested in what androgynous boobs look like. And now he's trying to get me to send him titty pics of myself. And I'm just like, no! And these are the same people who, like, think it's weird. Like, you don't think it's weird. You're so full of your fucking shit. You just want people to not think you're weird for liking it. For sexualizing it. You don't find it weird at all. You find it alluring. You like that shit. You like it too much, and you're fucking trying to come at me. And like, I see so much fucking porn based around trans people, even in spaces where they should just be treated normally, right? I went to Tumblr, right? Because it's known for being queer. So I search up trans on Tumblr. I search up no. I search up lesbian. You just see normal lesbian shit. I search up gay. I just see normal gay shit. Bi shit, non-binary is trans, but like when you search up non-binary on Tumblr, you get mostly just non-binary people, right? Even though they're trans. They're treated normally, right? Well, trans, but then if you explicitly search up trans on Tumblr, the vast majority is thirst fucking pics, fucking femboys posting themselves. Like, I guess that's not femboys posting themselves. I can get behind that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just some expressive stuff. Like, you see fucking nude people. You see girls popping out their titties. You see fucking penises, right? And then you go to TikTok as well. You search up trans or asexual, or literally if you search up asexual, you see so much sexual shit, right? And like, it's like they're just, it's like, how in the fuck can you say that we're sexualizing things whenever y'all are turning around and making and making everything about us sexualized? Like I'm fucking nearly asexual myself. I'm thinking about that stuff, seeing that stuff makes me uncomfortable. I don't sexualize myself ever because I don't want to sexualize myself because it's gross. And then you're gonna say that I'm trying just by being trans, like I'm sexualizing shit. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You're just projecting your shit onto me. I was not expecting this whole thing to turn into that. I was trying to talk about country music, dude. But yeah, I think that's a good yap. I think that's a pretty good fucking yap. There's not much I can say about the situation. I pretty much got that shit off my chest. Maybe I'll say more about it in the future and I'll ramble about it again. But for now, I got my point across. I'll just end up like repeating myself now. This was a good fucking one. I like this one. End of yap.